It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Washington Commanders and the New Orleans Saints. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said, the key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Brandon, I know he isn't at the status of some of the elite names in this league, but I do know he's an absolute fighter because he's heard all the criticism. He's read the articles that say he isn't good enough to be the starter, and he absolutely does not care. All he wants to do is prove every doubter wrong and show that he belongs in this spot.
Looking to throw right away, Haener. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Play action. Here's Haener to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Dorrance Armstrong able to run him down for a loss of a yard. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Throwing, Haener. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So the Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here. And it's the rookie Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick, leading the way.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Daniels. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Haener. And this one is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
From the gun, here's Haener. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Haener from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Here's Blake Groupie now for the Saints field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So after the field goal, back out is Groupie to send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own. You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Stopped and handed a loss by Willie Gay that time. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing now is Daniels. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Haener sets to throw it. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Haener. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. 2nd and a couple. Haener looking to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Williams is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Blake Groupie now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson getting set for this next drive. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. They'll start with the option. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
To the air goes Daniels. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Daniels from the gun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Saints territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Daniels looking to throw. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Play action, now it's Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Brought down by Willie Gay.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. On the bootleg, it's Daniels. Caught out left side by Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Zach Ertz from a yard out. And the Commanders are once again back in front. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there? They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Valdez-Scantling in motion left. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Haener here to throw it. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. His first catch good for 8 and a first down. Kamara up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's Haener looking to throw it. There's a short one caught by Johnson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing, Haener. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Haener will throw it again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Haener. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 3 yards out. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Groupie for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Daniels. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Throwing now is Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmett.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's Daniels.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here now, 2nd and 4. To throw is Daniels.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I tell you what, that's a bedroom play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think, got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the 2nd half. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Daniels.
Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll, and now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Slot man moves right. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Robinson.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Brian Robinson.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just letting you know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9. They run play action with Haener.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a 1st down. Gotta love that efficiency.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Haener here from the gun.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
3rd and 2. Haener looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Haener looking to pass once more. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Here's Groupie for the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that? That maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. Robinson up the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down and 6 now. The slot man in motion right. Carry. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Haener sets to throw it. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Haener. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From the 41, Haener. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Play action. Here's Haener to throw. On the move to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Haener here to throw it. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Good tight coverage there from Noah Igbenogany.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Haener. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Robinson.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And that's complete to McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Option play. Here's Robinson.
A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Daniels looking to throw.
Touchdown! Olamide Zaccheaus. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing, Haener. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
58 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Here's Haener looking to throw it.
And he'll find Moreau here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
This is 1st and 10.
They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's 2nd down. Haener looking to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Here's Haener. That is caught. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Here comes second down at 5.
Back to throw.
Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Kamara.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Second down, goal to go.
Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He'll look to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow! Wow!
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
A point after, good by Groupie.
So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we take a look at some of the highlights, we see just how impactful he's been. He and his quarterback have such a great chemistry together, and it's been on full display throughout the contest. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He's back to throw.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Daniels. He's got McLaurin, and he's going to have a first down, but he's tackled inbounds up near midfield.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
To throw is Daniels.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Throwing now is Daniels.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans' 10. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
So it's the Saints who are going to be in position to get the ball first as we are back underway and set for overtime. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Opening drive of overtime. Both teams will get a possession, barring a defensive score. Here's second down. Haener looking to throw.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And even 100 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Give to Robinson on the option.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Off the play fake, Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
They're starting to put together a nice drive. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Play action, now it's Daniels. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath. And boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. The Saints coming out now to take the field.
Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down.
And here in overtime, that had the potential to be the definition of a game-changing interception. But he couldn't find a way to pull it in. And that's a disappointment there.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And this is Ertz with it, right side.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington.
So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
128 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
And the Saints signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights.
And they will be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as Washington has won it. Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.